to everyone, local, foreigner, visitor, poor, rich, old, young, to everyone. And they accepted donations for the temple only. These people were the main attraction of the city. There was not rich ship owner who visited the city of Corinth or poor rower of the ships who had not included in his schedule staying in Corinth the veneration of the goddess through them. The most famous proverb related with the city of Corinth, and there were many proverbs for Corinth, is one word, the word corinthizing, which means all kinds of fleshly pleasures without limits. Corinthizing, the Corinthian lifestyle, corinthizing. Now, these people, to make themselves known and to distinguish themselves from other people who did something similar but as a profession, they had two ways. They had carved under their sandals with bold letters the phrase, "Follow me." And so, stepping upon the dusty roads of the city, this phrase was printed on the dust. And everyone who was interested to find them had just to follow the print on the dust and easily could find them. Very cheap, very effective advertisement. They had also another side, a side side. Somebody could see them from a distance and could understand who they are to find them. They had their heads shaved. They were shaved-headed people, men and women. Remember, until the middle of 20th century AD, in Europe, there were ladies who never cut their hair since birth, because the hair of a woman was considered to be not only an essential part of her beauty, but also was related with her honor. The memory and the impact of these people in history is still alive today. Still in Europe, in the countryside mostly, if they like to expose a lady caught committing adultery, the first thing they do to her is to shave her head, according to the Corinthian manner. Still today, the official term in the Greek law for a male or a female prostitute is the slave of the temple. Remember, right after the Second World War, in Europe, with a special emphasis in France, Netherlands, and Norway, all the ladies who had cooperated with the Nazi army during the time of the war, they were all caught and their heads were shaved. So, the society to see who these ladies were during the war and what was their job, according to the Corinthian manner. You understand that when Apostle Paul came here during his first visit and he stayed for a year and a half, he had not once but many times a contact with these people who were looking and seeking for foreigners, strangers, new people, to offer themselves for the veneration of the goddess. And definitely, some of them heard his message and they accepted. And this is the cultural reason why Apostle Paul demands from all the ladies of the church of Corinth to be covered with a scarf, offering to these ladies up there, who were added now in the church, a new life status under the uniformity of the scarf. Who could take a lady from the temple for his wife? They were common vessels for all men. So, Apostle Paul expressing his love to these ladies, although many times Apostle Paul is accused as an anti-woman. In fact, studying his life and his preaching, we see exactly the opposite. Exactly the opposite. Apostle Paul decided to give a new life status to these ladies in the church equal to all the other ladies of the church. But as you understand, the difficulty of Apostle Paul was not to persuade these ladies to be covered. That was it. His problem was to persuade the proper ladies of the church. The ones who were proud for their long hair. For that reason, obviously, Apostle Paul gave to the scarf a spiritual and a symbolic meaning to institutionalize uniformity in the church, under of which these ladies could find a shelter. These ladies who needed more than a year their hair to get so long not to be distinguished. Now, I would like us to open our Bible. 1 Corinthians 11, 5 and 6.